Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and today I am here with yet another movie review. And this review is finally for none other than the long-awaited Tenet, the new Christopher Nolan film, and one of the first blockbusters to be released, or one of the first delayed blockbusters that were delayed by the pandemic, has finally gotten a release in theaters this weekend. Well, in the actual, in America anyways, but in other territories it got released a week earlier, and my place was one of the very few countries to actually get this film first. So last week I went and I saw the film, and I gotta say, it was very phenomenal. Yes, it was very phenomenal. I really, really enjoyed Tenet. Now, it is a little confusing at times, but all in all, I still think it's a pretty good flick nonetheless. But so, what is this film about? Well, it's basically armed with one word, that's Tenet, in which is fighting for survival of the entire world. It's about this guy who's just, well, he doesn't really have a name. He's just, well, the protagonist, who journeys through this twilight world of international espionage on a mission that will unfold in something beyond real time before the world starts the Third World War, or World War III. So yeah, it's kind of like somewhat of a time travel movie. It's kind of similar to one of his Christopher Nolan's best films, Inception, but it's not really Inception, but it's definitely a very phenomenal film. I'm glad we finally got a blockbuster amongst this pandemic to finally get a release date and not get delayed yet again. And then, so yeah, what's still good? What's so good about this film? Well, it still retains the charm of films from one of the best directors ever, and that's Christopher Nolan, John David Washington, and surprisingly, even Robert Pattinson are actually had great performances of the protagonist and Neil. By the way, guys, Neil's the protagonist's handler. There's not unlikable, likable and unforgettable characters. So, Hoyt Van Hoytema gives great cinematography, and the soundtrack by Ludwig Göransson is awesome, with the song "The Plan" by Travis Scott also being a very good song. Some very amazing visual effects, very good action scenes, and some decent amounts of humor, and it's not even forced either. It even had good trailers, which we all know. And that's when the world needs Tenet. Now, are there some flaws? Yeah, sure. There are kind of a few flaws, like the sound mixing can be a little off, and the film does kind of drag on a little too long. Like, it's around like 150 minutes, and yeah, it also is very confusing to follow at times. It's kind of a film you might need to watch 2 or 3 times. Kind of similar to Inception, but it's all your opinion. It's your decision, I mean. I would definitely recommend watching it, well, if you're still willing to go to theaters, because I know some people still don't want to go to theaters right now, but if you're still brave enough to go to theaters, I would definitely give this film a watch. But if you're too afraid right now, then I guess you can wait for it to come on stream. You can wait for it to come on streaming, and then you can watch it once it comes to streaming. But it's all your decision on how you want to watch the film. Well, so I definitely will be getting it when it comes out on DVD, or put it on my future Christmas list because I know it might probably come out on DVD around that time. Once it does. But now, how would I rank this film? Well, let's just say I would rank this movie a flat out 9 out of 10. And where would I rank it among Nolan's best films? Well, let's say I would rank it around 5th. I would put it behind. Now, here's how my favorite Christopher Nolan films would go in order. It would be first place Dark Knight, second place Inception, third place Dunkirk, fourth place Batman Begins, fifth place Tenet, sixth place Memento, seventh place The Prestige, and probably his only weak one would probably have to be Interstellar. But I've already mentioned that stuff in my review of the 10th anniversary event of Inception. But all in all, once again, would recommend this film. It might be a little confusing, might be kind of maybe given 2 or 3 watches, but all in all, I think it's still a pretty good film. And sorry this review is a little short, guys. But all in all, I will likely make up for this short review by going next week, going to see the New Mutants. And yes, guys, I've heard really bad things about it, so I can tell I'm not going to like this, but I'm still going to go see it so I can get the review out for it. And once that does happen, I will review the film next week once I see it. And yeah. So, you're a Christopher Nolan fan? This is definitely a film for you to watch. And all in all, that'll be it for this review, guys. Thank you all for watching. And if you like this and want some more, then don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Lover 120.